Hello everybody! I'm back walking down the stairs. Today's video is on volcanoes. Volcanoes, man! For me, volcanoes are the coolest thing ever. And since the leaving cert is in like 5 days, I think, I don't remember, I think people need to know about volcanoes. I don't know. A volcano is a cone-shaped opening in the Earth's crust built from the emission of magma in the Earth's mantle. An eruption in a volcano causes magma from the Earth's mantle to pour out onto the surface and turn into lava. Now, how a volcano looks and how it erupts depend on the type of magma that it consists of. There are two main types of magma. There is felsic and there is mafic. I mentioned these terms previously in older videos talking about rocks. Felsic and mafic magma both consist of two different chemical buildups. I don't think you need to know this for the leaving cert, but felsic magma consists of silicate, oxygen, and aluminium. These are more sort of acidic minerals, I suppose. A lot of gases build up in felsic magma. Because of this gas buildup, when an eruption occurs, it's very explosive and violent. And the eruption of felsic magma volcanoes may also shoot out large amounts of pyroclastic material. Pyroclastic material is a fancy word for volcanic crap. It's the ash and dust and overall small rocks that are inside a volcano. Another word for this is also tephra. However, tephra consists of larger boulders as well as dust. If you pull out these terms during your leaving cert, it's probably a good sign. I'd write these down. In conclusion, felsic magma volcanoes will compose of a very violent eruption because there is so much stored up gas and ash material that when it erupts, it causes a huge explosion. Because of the amount of ash and acidic chemicals, felsic magma has a very high viscosity. This means it's very thick. Felsic magma is very thick and very ashy and gassy. Not an ideal combination. The type of volcano that consists of felsic magma is a stratovolcano or a composite volcano. Those two terms mean the same thing. It's called a composite volcano because it composes of layers of ash. And it's also called a stratovolcano because it's built up of strata of ash. Strata is another word for layers. An example of a stratovolcano. I'm so glad you asked. An example of a stratovolcano is Mount St. Helens, as well as Mount Fuji, Mount Vesuvius. I love stratovolcanoes because they are most known for their beautiful scenery because they're tall, cone-shaped volcanoes, like the classic volcano image. However, there always seems to be a large town underneath these types of volcanoes. Not a good idea, in my opinion. Who would think that the Smoking Mountain would be a bad place to live? Anyway, my brothers, Mount St. Helens, Mount Vesuvius, Mount Fuji, stratovolcanoes, okay? That's that. Or composite volcanoes, whatever you want to call them, whatever. Let's talk about shield volcanoes now. Shield volcanoes consist of mafic magma. Mafic magma consists of pyroxene, olivine, and mica. These are less acidic chemicals. Who would have thought? Mafic magma has a low viscosity, which means it's not very thick, and it's extremely runny. The eruptions are less violent, but obviously there is still some gas buildup, so it's not safe to be right beside it, you know? Just if you see some sort of mountain with smoke coming out of it and lava pouring down, maybe don't go for a hike. Shield volcanoes are formed from mafic magma eruptions. They kind of look like a shell, like a turtle shell, you know? They're not as perfect as stratovolcanoes with their beautiful cone shape. Like, look at this little volcano, you know? You would never have guessed that it killed 57 people. A shield volcano is formed when a mafic magma eruption occurs. This magma is runny and overall takes up a lot of surface area. Now let's just say the volcano erupts again and again and again. This lava that pours out onto the surface layers and layers and layers, creating a layer-built volcano. Similar to how a stratovolcano is formed from layers and layers of erupting ash that land at the edges of the volcano. Shield volcanoes occur on volcanic hotspots, such as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge and the Hawaiian volcanoes. Now, a caldera. A caldera is a large bowl-shaped depression that forms when a volcanic eruption is so violent and explosive that the entire volcano explodes, leaving behind just the base. It actually looks a lot like a kirk from my glaciation video. A caldera may eventually fill up with water, and this water gets heated up due to the geothermal energy underneath, the magma underneath from the volcano that still remains, and it turns into a hot spring. There's other ways hot springs can form, but this is one of them. So if you're ever chilling in a hot spring, feeling like one of those cute little Japanese monkeys, now you know how they are formed. I'm gonna do another video about volcanoes explaining hotspots. Good luck in the leaving cert, everybody! Don't stress too much, or stress a lot, you know, I don't really care. Notes are in the description. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!